Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the Angel of the North, but first I need to pick my best mate up because she's going to be giving us a little bit of a hand with some of the camera work today. So I'll pick her up and then we'll get on our way. Okay guys, so I'm just about to join the A1 and we're heading up north from Durham to the Angel of the North, and I'm joined by my best mate Gloria. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
But I thought I would take this opportunity while we're driving, for some reason, to list a few facts about the Angel of the North before we get there. So the Angel of the North was created by an artist called Antony Gormley. If you don't know who he is, just Google him. I'm sure if you're interested in art and stuff, you will know who Antony Gormley is. The Angel of the North is located in Gateshead, which is just a little bit north from Durham and south of Newcastle, so it's kind of in between the two cities. The sculpture was first started in 1994 and it was completed in 1998. And it cost a whopping £800,000, which, to be fair, doesn't sound like a lot of money, but back in the 90s it was probably a significant amount of money. And if you think about today, it would probably cost a lot more than 800 grand. But with the price being what it was, people really weren't happy when it was first getting built. So people of the Northeast thought that was a waste of money. No one wanted it, no one asked for it. Even though a lot of the funding was actually arts funding and arts generated. So it wasn't government funded, but a lot of people weren't happy at the time. But the years have passed and whatnot, and it's actually become a very iconic structure of the Northeast landscape. It's up there with Durham Cathedral, the Millennium Bridge, the Tyne Bridge, and Penshaw Monument. And what was interesting is it actually generated a lot of money for the Northeast because it was built and constructed in Hartlepool and then transported from Hartlepool up to Gateshead. And because it's such a big structure, they actually had to build into the hill that it sits on top of, and they built this really quite like intricate structure underneath the hill to support this significant piece of work. And at night time you'll find that the sculpture isn't lit up, it's not illuminated in any way. And I remember reading in one of his books, I can't remember why, but there's a very specific reason why it's not illuminated at night time. But if you do a bit of research, I'm sure you'll be able to find out. But one of the supermarkets in the north, well, not in the Northeast, in the UK, called Morrison's, got in a shitload of trouble because they had the cheek to project the get onto the wingspan of the Angel of the North. And I think they got in a lot of trouble for it. So it just sits in darkness on a night time. But we're going to be there soon, so I'll meet you when we get up there. And we've made it. And there he or she is. I'm not sure whether it has a specific gender. It's a pretty overcast day. As you can see, it's on quite a massive hill. And it's huge. There's a little bird on top. Kind of perspective. That's it there, compared to me. It's so big, but we're going to get closer to it anyway. It's huge. I'm not going to commentate too much on this bit because there's so many people here, but you'll see that it's quite a rusty orange colour, and when it was first built it was never that colour, it was quite new and shiny. They've graffitied all over it. I'm not sure what size the wingspan is either, but it's massive. I remember when I was younger and it first got built, I thought it was kind of like a man with airplane wings, which essentially it kind of is. It doesn't really look like an angel, but if you know Antony Gormley's work, you'll know kind of the way he makes things and the reason for it and the reason why it kind of looks like a kind of body bag casket kind of thing. So there is reason behind it, but I'm not going to bore you with it. You can Google it and stuff, you can read some books, you can figure it out for yourself, but that's it really. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video and that little tour of the Angel of the North. Like I said, it's a pretty iconic structure for the Northeast, and I think the majority of people from the Northeast really enjoy it and really like having it here. It is very iconic. But hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Coming off down here?
Possibly.
If not, I can go back on anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think I come off here. It seems a very far away from the Angel of the North to be coming off.
You can probably get past it, I think.